大家好 ，Hello everybody， 我是 Dr. Lo，I am Dr. Lo。现在 now 老师 would like to explain to you what are radicals for Chinese characters. Okay, here 老师 show you first. Okay, for example, there is one individual character. Okay, this is 女. You see the one 老师 circle? 女. Originally, this is a wider. Okay, and the meaning is lady. Then later, you'll find out in many other characters, you find something very similar to this 女, but the shape is no longer in the wide shape, but it is pulled to become thin and tall. But you can still see that this is like very similar to this. Okay, actually the long and thin one, this is we call the radical, the lady radical, because it is originated from the lady character. Okay, and now I'll just show you another one. People. Originally, this is people, and then you see in many characters, this part appear in many characters. Okay, and it is originated from the people, and so we call this as people radical. So when you see any characters that with a people radical, most probably 90% this character is related to people. Okay, similarly, if you see this lady radical in any of the characters, 90% that character is related to lady. So in the Chinese characters, there are many radicals. For example, sun radical. When you have the sun radical in any characters, most probably it is related to time. Time. Because in the olden days, people, they have no watch, no clock, so they will use the sun, the shadow of the sun, to tell the time. Okay, and also later in the level 2, in the level 3, you learn more. Okay, for example, you know that there are plant radical, water radical, hand radical, animal radical, and etc. Okay, so now in your level 1, okay, you just learn the lady radical and the people radical and sun radical. Okay, all right, so now Lao Shi will tell you in the set 6. Okay, the first one, this is pa. Pa. So pa, we can repeat it, and it becomes papa. Papa. And how to recognize this is pa? Okay, imagine the top one. This is like an X. An X. Okay, and this X, papa use this X to protect the family. So the bottom one, this is a house, a 2-story, a double-story house. Okay, all right. So this is an image for papa. And then now, Lao Shi wants to show you. Earlier, Lao Shi told you, this is the lady, the original lady is a fatter. Okay, olden days, people like the ladies to be a little fat. Do not like lady that is thin. 为什么? Why? Because according to their belief, the very thin lady is very hard to get conceive, okay, or to get pregnant. All right, so people like to have to get the lady who is fatter. Okay, and so we with the radical, so now you can see that here, this is the lady radical that Lao Shi say. Okay, so with this lady radical, we know that this character is related to lady, and this is ma, mama punya ma. Then now I'll show you another one. This is also with lady radical, but this is 姐姐 punya 姐. Okay, elder sister. And next, also with the lady radical, this is 好 good. Okay, and the meaning, this is this part, it becomes a daughter, because the next part in green, this is a son. The meaning for this part is son. So when you have a daughter and a son, everybody will say how. Okay, all right. So now between the 姐 and the 妈, how do you know this is 妈? How do you, why don't you say this is 姐? How do you recognize? Okay, comparatively, mama is fatter. So with the lady and this part, you see fatter. Mama is fatter than the 姐. So how do you know this 姐, not the 妈? Because this is a thin lady. 姐 normally is thinner compared to mama. Okay? All right. So with that, okay, I'll show you. If we duplicate, okay, add one more character. So the P6 will be mama. P7 will be 姐. So in the exam, you don't mix up. When we want you to recognize the bottom one, so what will you say? Will you say this is mama, or will you say this is 姐 for P7? Of course, this is 姐 because thinner. All right. If you choose this one, the top one, this is mama, fatter. Okay, 好的. So with that, all right, then we'll enter another one. Okay.